Let me share a bit of my experience with eyelid surgery. Today is March 14, the second day after the surgery. So March 13 was scheduled at 9 a.m., but I went early around 8:15 a.m. and the doctor was already there by 8:30. So we actually started just before 9 a.m. I was scheduled for 9 a.m. So prior to the surgery, we had a discussion with Dr. Law together with Lorna, and he mentioned that I should stop my blood thinners and take vitamin C and zinc, and I took all of that except for the blood thinner. I stopped it a week before. Okay, on the day of the surgery, I was led to the changing room. I removed everything except my underwear and given a blue gown. Every jewelry was removed, and there's a locker, and I had my own slipper. So they brought me to the surgery room shortly after, and the nurse placed some grounding element on my legs for the cautery. I don't know what exactly a cautery does. So when I was lying down, she said she will clean my face with betadine, and that if I feel itchy, I should ask her to scratch it for me. So she rubbed my face with betadine and wiped it off with clear liquid. Dr. Law came in and said, "Okay, let's start." I think that's around 9 a.m. He said, "I'm going to put an injection. Konti lang." So he pricked us. It started with my left eye here, the upper eyelid. And the prick was not painful. I mean, if you've tried dental anesthesia, oh, that's really painful. But this one is really tolerable. So he injected me in many places here. For the injection pala, he started drawing something on my eyelid, maybe to find out how much skin to remove. And he drew both eyes and also below to determine probably how much skin to remove. So anyway, back to the injection. So he injected me. I forgot the name. Cane. It ended with cane. He started to inject in many places. Not painful at all. The ant bite is even more painful. And immediately after he started, I could feel pressure on my upper eyelid, and I could feel a bit of tugging. He would cauterize, and you could smell burnt skin. And I think it was a bit too much because every time he would cauterize, I would feel a headache somewhere here. And he asked me if it was painful. I said, yeah, I get a bit of pain. So he reduced the intensity of the cauterization from 3 to 2.5. So he would cauterize now and then. Later on, he told me that cauterization was needed to stop the bleeding right away. In the olden days, there was no cauterization. So bleeding would happen, and then you will end up with bloodshot eyes as if you were punched by Manny Pacquiao. So that's how it felt. And then I could feel tugging, a little bit of pressure, and then I could feel like they were already sewing it. He was already sewing it because I could feel the thread around my face. And really no pain. And next was underneath. I noticed that the eye bags took quite longer, and he explained later on that there was much to remove, fats. Unlike the upper lip, he will only remove extra skin. And he said he wasn't aggressive with removing extra skin. He did not take so much skin from here because I might not be able to close my eyes. So the way it was cut was, it tapers this way, a small triangle, and more of the excess skin is here. So from there up to there. And he said later on we could do eyebrow lift and here like that to make it better. But maybe that's much later on, one surgery at a time. So lesser skin here, but more skin here. Lesser work done on the eyelid. It's just skin here was more of fats. And cauterization. And then once in a while, he would add more anesthesia and so on and so forth. He did this. So 1, 2, 3, 4. I think it took a total of 2 hours because we ended at 11 a.m. He didn't give me any antibiotics. He said I could take Biogesic, but I said I won't take painkiller unless it was painful. And I never felt any pain enough for me to want a painkiller. So I never took any Biogesic. He just said that I needed to put cold compress. For the first week, I asked, what about this? I mean, it kind of blurs my vision because I have astigmatism. Said it has to be there until the stitches go out. The stitches will be out 5 days on day 5, which is Saturday. That's March 18. So the moment I woke up from the surgery, I felt my eyes were so heavy. Yeah, I could still feel that it was numb over there. Now I can see a bit, but sometimes my vision gets blurry after I do a cold compress. I don't know why. Maybe that's stigmatism. So short movies for now and listening to podcasts. So that's day 2. As you can see, it's still very swollen and there's a red. You can see that. So it should get better on day 5, but I put lipstick and eyebrow. So day 2, hopefully in day 3 and day 4 and 5, it will subside and you'll see more on day 5. So that's it.